everybody. You are watching Everyday Northwest, and I'm your host, Ashley Howard. Happy Friday. I really hope you've been tuning in all week, but if you haven't, I promise you picked a good day to turn on your TV, okay? I kind of want to just make a video so that Jason Derulo will just, see me. I got a little bit of everything. Like you were saying, the Fast and Furious, a little bit of, 007. There was, dare I say it, a little bit of Jet Jackson. Morning routines are great, right? We got to stay looking bright and tight. But how is your nighttime routine? Side note, you guys on the Chelsea Handler show, back in the day, woo! I was in heaven.
I mean, this could be prep for your game night that you're going to tonight. I want to play.
Exactly.
I pretty much pride myself on being athletic. 3-sport athlete in high school.
We're gonna hold this shape for probably, 2 or 3 hours. And what's fun about yoga is
We only got till 10. If you take a little bit of Survivor, a little bit of The Amazing Race, and a little bit of love, you'll get a new show on CBS this Wednesday called The Real Love Boat.
Don't be trying to be all in our business, Ashley. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm giving the people what they want, what they need. Give the people what they want.
Oh, hey, Michael.
Hey, Ashley, what's up?
I am so excited to speak to my next guest because they are literally shaping our future. Talking about Kanye, you actually were on the 2020 ballot for the presidential run. How? Why? Just all the questions. Alonzo, give me a call when you need a leading lady. I am always available.
Absolutely.
I will be available.
There's nothing like what you're doing right now, being at work and asking for a better job. That's always the best time.
Just something on the side.
Say hi to your boss.
Do that. 100%. Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
I
you are
will.
the cool kid now then, I guess.
Thank you so much for making me the cool kid.
You are a delight.
Thank you.
Word to your mama and your daddy.
Now, look, you talk about your family in the shows. I got to ask you really quick before we go, how does your family take that? Because I talk about my family here, and my mom has been threatening to sue me.
Oh, we have the same mom. Okay, I understand now. But
Hey, guys, I am still here at French Prairie Gardens, but this time, I'm out in the field with my main man, Eric. Hi, Eric.
Hey, welcome to the farm, Ashley.
Thanks for being out here with me today. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's always a good time here out on the farm.
Okay, so Eric, are you ready to take a tour or give me a tour?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go see it.
All right, let's do it. So Eric, we touched briefly on how to call a pig, but I need an example because I really want to get it.
Okay, well, how you call a pig is suey.
All right, check me out. I think I can get it. Suey.
That's very good.
All right, let's get these pigs out here. I'm ready to be the pig leader.
It's go time.
All right, let's get these pigs racing. Suey.
Big pig, pig.
Oh, yay! Oh, the little last one. Woo, Eric, that was a lot of fun.
You know, that's my favorite thing. I'm in charge of releasing those pigs all the time. So.
Yeah, I really do think it was my pig that won. That's what I'm telling myself anyway.
Oh, I think they just heard you saying suey so loud. They were the first pig out of the chute.
I was a great pig leader, right?
Yes. That always helps.
Here, you guys also have this amazing obstacle course to our left. There's goats to our right.
And the favorite activity on my farm, the super mega slide.
All right, let's do it.
You just want to sit and make sure you're right in the middle of the tube.
I think bring it.
And then we'll go ahead and...
Oh, is this happening? That's why you guys come down to PDX Movers. They are not your average movers. Don't do it yourself, okay? Come here.
I'm Ashley Howard, and we are out
here at the 2022 Portland Pride Parade. We are having an amazing time. The energy level here is off the rails, okay? You guys have to join us. We're going to talk to some amazing people. So let's go. Tell me why it's so important to see like all these people out here. Everybody's having a great time. Everyone's supporting. Tell me why it's like amazing to see. I know it's amazing for me.
I mean, it's important because we're like we need to represent and we need to know that there's family out there and that everyone's accepted for who they are. So
absolutely. Well, I love y'all. Can I have a hug? Tell me, what's your name?
Amy.
Okay, Amy, how long have you been coming to Pride?
This is my first time.
This is?
First time.
Out top.
Yes.
How you guys doing? Good. Are you having a great Pride?
Yes, we are.
You look like you are living it up, okay? I want to roll with y'all afterwards, okay? So is this your first Pride?
Yes, it is.
It is? Oh my gosh, are you guys having the best time?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to tell me, what does Pride mean to you?
Pride is protest.
Now, before I let y'all go, I do want to play a quick little game. I mean, the show is called The Neighborhood, and I want to play a game with you guys called Who's in the Neighborhood? Okay? So I'm going to give you very brief descriptions, and you tell us who amongst your friends, maybe your celebrity group of friends, so that we can all identify, fits that description and lives in your neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
You ready?
Not really, but go ahead.
Okay, Cedric, who would be the neighbor to host the best Super Bowl parties?
In my neighborhood, probably the best Super Bowl party, probably George Lopez.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He throws a good party in general, so that's gonna be a good time.
Okay, Tashina, who is your neighbor who's most likely to introduce themselves to everybody on the block once they move in?
Oh, that would be me. But I'll do it with my mask on.
Now, Cedric, in your neighborhood, who is the most likely to be the competitive neighbor? They see you with the new George Foreman grill, and they got
that's probably gonna be Anthony Anderson. You know,
I knew you were gonna say it.
He the neighbor that's gotta he gonna one up you every time. You can't have nothing around him.
He knows stuff before you even buy it.
If you get a big screen, he get a theater. You like, dog, like, come on, bro. I got a small dog. He got a smaller dog. Wait a minute. How your dog that little?
Tashina, on your block, who is the noisiest neighbor?
Damn it, me. Me. I'm always being told, could you turn down? Could you turn it down a little bit? I didn't, I kind of rubbed rustled a few feathers when I moved into my neighborhood. When it's
you got to know how to be the noisy neighbor.
See what I'm saying?
I like it. I want to play a little game of trivia for the Pacific Northwest with you guys, if you don't mind.
No, go right ahead.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay.
So the first question is, can you tell me what states make up the Pacific Northwest?
Well, that would be all the states in the Pacific Northwest area.
Yeah. See, I love the details, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, how far up are we going to go? We're going to
go Washington, Oregon.
Wyoming, is that still part of it? Wyoming, is that Idaho?
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Oregon, just south of Seattle. Before you know it, you're back in California.
Oh, yeah, we could do this all day. What's the next question?
You guys are somewhere in that mix. All right, I'll take that answer. We'll take that. Now, can you tell me what is the name of the highest mountain in the Pacific Northwest?
Oh, what fun this game show is.
How much do we get? I mean, we get $5,000.
We give you $5,000.
5,000 right here in my pocket.
Oh, let me see it. I want to see.
Oh, yeah, what is that mountain that you have? Is it Rainier?
It is.
Mount Rainier, yeah.
Perfect. You guys are doing amazing.
Now, Blitzen was one of Santa's Rainiers, right? Yeah.
Oh, that one. Oh, we're getting confused now.
Okay, what's the next question?
Now, can you name the teen vampire movie series that was set in the Pacific Northwest?
Twilight.
Yeah.
What a lame game show this is. Now you see how hard our job is. Oh, man.
Do you feel like podcasters and that whole crime junkie community are helping cold cases, or is it more like a hindrance to people like yourself and investigators reopening those cases.
Ooh, you're going to get me in trouble, girl.
He tells the true story of a man's obsession with a controversial treasure hunt orchestrated by an art dealer, Forrest Fenn. It's Peter Frick Wright. Hi, Peter. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So I've been listening to the podcast, and now I'm obsessed with the podcast, just as this man you're following is obsessed with this treasure hunt.
It sounds like it is touching on something that I think is really important, and that's community policing. You know, having these officers know the members of the community that they are in every day and making those relationships with, you know, whether it's kids in the community, moms, or anything like that. Do you have a hope or a goal for adding that aspect into the show?
Because when we talk about Walla Walla being like this shot of two friends driving in a car, just off the top of my head, not a huge, crazy budget and things like that. What prompted the concept of that for you guys?
Decade of being seen.
Yes.
That was the tagline for last year. How do you think that differs? Because I know the whole thing behind PBS Short Film Festival is to amplify those voices. And I think sometimes people get lost in those taglines and think that it's all the same. And I just want you to speak to how you come up with that tagline and how it differs from year to year. How iconic is this to introduce a character into such an iconic show like Thomas and Friends with a disability? Has that really sunk in with you, how major this is for you to be a part of that?
I think this is amazing, and it's kind of like a miniature internship, because so often we accept these jobs because we need one so badly, but then you get on the job and it's like, what am I going to do?
Yes.
What is the first day going to entail? What might I run into? Many people around the world still say that they have feelings of dissatisfaction in spite of having achieved success, but there's a way to overcome just that.
You know, it's Black History Month, so I have to ask if you ever feel some kind of heavy responsibility playing a Black cowboy, because for so long we were given the narrative that there were no Black cowboys, and you know, now it's 2022, we have found out, you know, there were a lot of Black cowboys. It sounds like this show is more than just, you know, History Channel going to places, looking at some mountains and then getting out of there. You are kind of telling people's story, and this is giving us a deeper connection to personal people and their adventures in their own lives. And with those resources, being able to look into all those files and have complete access that you guys do get, when you're able to solve a cold case or kind of supply some relief to family members and loved ones, what does that feel like for you? Is it just right on to the next one, or are you able to kind of take a second and live in that moment that you've really helped someone in a major, major way? Sometimes parents are really diligent in what they put in their child's bookshelf. What would you say to any parent out there looking for magnolia flowers? So one thing that I think is really kind of taking over, it's 2022. We don't really handle money as much as we used to. So sometimes, and even myself, you can get used to just swiping that card if you're not physically handling the money. What do you say to parents when they come up against that challenge?
How is the VA measuring the success of whole health approach? I think it's really important what you just said, kind of making yourself uncomfortable, because I think with finances and really just anything in life, once you make yourself sit in that uncomfortable spot, almost like the more comfortable you become with it and you can face it, like you said, head on, and then just conquer it all together, and then we're all saving money.
Yeah. And you kind of kicked this book off with the term monogamy gap. So how can we have like true, honest, deep conversations about where we are on that, you know, monogamy spectrum and the monogamy gap?
I think you make such an amazing point that I never really thought about. You know, this show is just giving people that information to where if they do become a juror and need to know that information or ask those questions, they can kind of refer back to this show and say, you know, I saw Fatima asking this question. I don't have all of this information. Maybe there is a reasonable doubt. I think that this is something that parents and kids alike are going to love and appreciate. So it's going to help children who are not autistic learn more about autism and how to have patience and empathy and accept people with autism. I just think this is major. And I also love that this book kind of gives parents, I think, also permission to not just go with the name in, like you said, the big name of books. It really, enforces taking your time to name your child something really unique and something that really means something. I joke all the time that my parents gave me a very employable name, Ashley Danielle Howard. But I don't have children yet, but I can see taking that time, and I think it's so beautiful that it's becoming more acceptable to take that time and to really understand where our names come from and the uniqueness behind it. So I thank you for that.